Let's do our warm-up thing, Timon.
Great.
Yeah. So I think normally we do this kind of before we start recording. This is off the podcast. But I thought today, in the spirit of kind of what we have going on, we'll explain it later. I thought it'd be fun if you guys did the rally cry
on the podcast.
Together.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
on the podcast.
Yeah.
So,
well, I was going to say, normally we kind of take turns leading it. You led it 2 weeks ago. I led it last week. So,
great.
T?
Yeah. Same as what we have done.
Yeah, well, yes. It's a Thursday. Just think about
make it good.
Thursday.
Great. Okay.
So,
all right, hands up. All right. Oh, it's the pod.
It's the pod.
It's the pod.
It's the pod.
We are happy.
We are happy.
We will spread joy.
We spread joy
to the people.
To the people
who listen.
Who listen.
Rally.
cry.
Was that fine?
Crap. I screwed it up.
Jake.
I screwed it up. I thought it was call.
We repeat
response.
rally and then we all
Jake,
say
you've
cry
done this
together.
at least
Jake.
200 times.
I don't know what got into me today. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Try it again.
All right. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
It's the pod.
It's the pod.
It's the pod.
It's the pod.
We are happy.
We are happy.
Let's record.
Let's record.
Thank you.
Rally.
Rally.
Cry.
Cry.
Wah.
Don't do that. Have some dignity for yourself. Ooh, I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's a Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning with Jake and Brad, Ghostrunners podcast.
You guys are good.
Oh, that's fun. We're having fun here.
We're having fun.
We're having fun.
Today should be a fun episode. We got a little more energy in the room. You can't see them. It's like timing for the first 100 episodes, but trust us. There's other people here. I think, we mentioned this last week, but Ghosty, Nathan Coley, is making a documentary about the Ghostrunners podcast, and he and his crew are here in our house right now and have been for the past 2 days.
Clap as loud as you guys want right now. They wanted to clap decently loud.
Decently loud.
So thanks for that.
Those are their claps.
Thanks for your desires to clap loud. Yeah, they're like, I walked in today, I was like, my second family's here.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be weird not seeing them tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're in a good rhythm.
Yeah, so I think on Wednesday we'll have Nathan and maybe the rest of the crew on for a little s'mores.
Little s'mores.
It'll be fun. So
yeah, this is the most in a very long time that you and I have like talked and like spent time with each other leading up to a podcast.
Yes.
I'm bone dry.
It's like, what do you want? Like, let's just tell each other stories we've already told each other. Like, it's like, hey, tell that one story you said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I'll pretend, that you haven't heard it. And then when you tell me your story, I'll fake laugh.
See if you can tell if we're fake laughing or real laughing at these stories.
Well, luckily I didn't have a ton go on this week anyway. But yeah, Brad and we recorded 2.5 hours, 3 hours worth of interviews yesterday for the documentary. We did more stuff on Tuesday. And also a couple nights ago, you had me over. We did a little bonfire. Just on your back porch.
Yeah.
No one else showed up for about 45 minutes. So we basically podcasted for free.
It was like, what do we talk about here? We're not getting paid for this. Well, I'm supposed to just be Jake's friend for free.
Oh, somebody else show up, please.
So what do you think about...
you should catch the game.
NFL free agency is crazy, huh?
Any of them. Yeah.
You think Sam Darnold's worth it? I don't know.
I did text my in-laws, Steve and Tim Coop. I was like, we let Darnold go. We believe in JJ.
Okay. I feel like you got to believe in JJ.
Yeah.
You got to go with the rookie.
Yeah.
If you got him, you got to use him. See what happens there. But
that's been bonfire talk.
Yeah. Documentary was fun yesterday, though. Interviewing with that.
Yeah. Just did it right here in my house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And yeah, I don't know. They just asked us lots of questions about all sorts of different things. It was interesting. I want to know. Well, we can ask Nathan more about it when he's on the podcast. But like, we did like a pre-interview a couple weeks ago where he basically asked us, I don't know, half the questions already. And so I wonder if that's like, hey, for this class assignment, you have to do a pre-interview, or if he's like, I just want to do it. You know what I mean?
I'm guessing that's part of it, right?
You had to do it. So.
No, it's not.
He's just professional.
Wow.
He's just like, I read J.J. Abrams always did a pre-interview. So
you gotta.
That's all I know.
Yeah, good job.
Spielberg did a pre-interview.
For Jaws.
for Jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just round up as many sharks as he could. Want to get to know him.
Anyway, but yeah, the documentary it's been cool. It's been like they're taking it seriously. Like
They're shooting right now.
Like
Barstool over here is holding a gimbal, 20-pound gimbal. He's been holding it for an hour. How many smooth shots do you need of us talking?
I tell you what,
crazy.
the pecs are just blasted.
Yeah, we went out and played pickleball with them, and Gavin originally had a shirt on that said Dog Pound. Easy nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of barking.
Uh-huh.
Then find out he's like interviewing with Barstool Sports.
Makes
New
sense.
nickname.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Barstool.
And now he's going to be Gimbal Guy.
Gimbal guy.
Yeah.
G squared.
Gimbal
for
Gav.
B-stool. Yeah, but it was funny. Like during the documentary filming, I mean, they're so like particular about the sound that every time like a loud truck would drive by, they'd be like, "Oh, you should pause for this." Or
They would make
"Let's
us
repeat."
start over.
Yeah,
We would start
thing.
the whole. Yeah. We would.
There
go-
was one time we were 2.5 hours in. And they're like, "We got to do the whole thing over again."
Yeah, it was trash day. So
Yeah, it was. That's the thing. It was trash day and recycling day, and like the way like where we live, there's not just like one company that does it, and so there was like 4 different times where the trucks were coming by on one side of the street and another. Maybe it was 8 times. I was like, all right, we got to pause here.
we also saw, in addition to how much we've already been hanging out, we also saw each other on a walk yesterday.
I was so mad.
I was like, get this guy out of my life.
I was like, I would love to just talk to Rachel. I just didn't even look at you. I was so tired.
I took the stroller and I just took the kids. I was like,
You're
you
like,
guys
"Let's go."
talk.
Yeah, I'll see Henry and yeah.
No, but while we were walking, there was a machine. Because as Rachel and I were walking, we're like, why is the street so wet? Not bothered by it, but I'd like to know. Why is my street wet?
And to be clear, it had not rained.
Good point.
I bet some people are like, it's from the sky, you dingus.
And then we see this machine, I don't know, looks like a tractor that's just there to just water houses.
Whatever.
They're just spraying water.
It's that
around.
guy. It's this guy's in cahoots with the roof guy. It's like,
Yeah.
we do have a leak in our roof.
Throw a little
actually.
water damage.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I know they love it when we talk local weather. Have you seen I've never seen like the news. I'm so up to date with the news because they have it on when I work out. So maybe this is common. But they are like warning us 2 days in advance, like tornadoes coming. Like normally you have like a 30-minute heads up. There's tornadoes. This time they're like, everyone take shelter. Grab onto something heavy.
Yeah.
Tornadoes coming.
Get some anvils in your house now.
Yeah, just wrap your legs around them. That's what Luke said on the news last night.
Oh, really?
So it's coming. I'm hoping to get maybe more shingles taken off, and then we can go through this process again. And you know,
But maybe that would make it easier on the insurance.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that $8,000 deductible I somehow have.
No problem.
It's fun.
That's just details. But,
Just details.
Okay, but yeah, the people were shooting water out on the sod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another machine driving by. But yeah, the documentary is fun. It's been a good week. I'm back in the doctor's office. Well, 2 updates. One, dermatology called me back
Hello, it's me, dermatologist.
about my lesions.
Yeah, I was just calling you about your lesions.
And
You said, hang loose, brother.
said, no
problem,
worries,
no
bruh.
problem." Yeah.
No worries. No, but I guess
Problem, muchacho.
they don't like what they're seeing in the 2 they took out.
That's no fun.
So I got to come back in. I don't have melanoma or anything crazy, but I don't even remember what they said. It was first thing in the morning. And so this lady's like, we got to do this. And it's like technically surgery. They got to just, I'm foreseeing it as like a scoop. I think they're going to take an ice cream scoop and heat it up and just, I don't know.
go to town.
One or 2 scoops.
Yeah.
And like it, love it, got to scoop it. What size do you want? Here's the bummer.
What if a dermatologist treated itself like Cold Stone? like you tip
All
them,
right.
they're like, dang it. All right, here we go.
They start doing that. Yeah, different sizes, or even just different like pain tolerances. All right, hurts it, kind of hurts it, don't want to feel it.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Gotta numb it.
Gotta numb it. So because it's surgery, I guess they're gonna suture me up. We learned that word after my basketball injury.
Great word.
They said no physical activity for at least 10 days.
Whoa.
After.
You're like, I am Mr. Physical Activity.
I said, I really like my physical activity now. They said, no heavy lifting, no cardio. I said, that's all I do. And so
Wow.
I said, well,
What
It's
does
gonna
that
be a
leave?
rough-
Sorry. What does that leave? No heavy lifting, no cardio.
yeah, what walking?
Yeah, walking slowly.
Walking slowly.
Like walking is considered cardio. if you're walking hard.
I don't know what I can do. So the real bummer is they said this. So I was like, all right, well, let's do it. Like, I'll just take you through the whole thing.
Please.
I go, all right, when are you next available? She goes, September 2nd. I go, whoa, you guys are busy.
What?
And she goes, oh, sorry, April 2nd. I was like, oh, I was going to say, yeah, y'all are the busiest dermatology place in the world. She's like, oh, no, we are not busy.
We are actually struggling.
Yeah.
This is not cancerous or even like really needing to be looked at. We're just trying to,
The money, gotta have it. But I thought it was odd. I was like, she's going on and on again about how unbusy they are. And the earliest she can get me in is April 2nd. All good. But then I learned why. This surgeon only works on Wednesdays. And I kid you not, only does 1 scoop per day.
What?
So I can't get them done at the same time. So now I got 20 days of no physical activity because I got 2 scoops, 2 moles to be removed.
Oh.
So I told Rachel, she's like, how do I get that job? 1 surgery per day?
Do you think that's like his only place he does it? Or do you think he like travels to different
It's
offices?
a woman, you
Don't say that word.
It's a bad word.
I think so.
Is?
Stop saying it.
No, I'm not even being funny. Is that a bad word?
All right, there's 6 other people in the room. They say no? No? Nathan's got red face and going,
I kind of thought so. I don't know.
Really? I don't say it a lot.
What?
I could be wrong. I just didn't know it was a bad word. I feel like I heard teachers say that word.
Really?
Yeah, like in high school.
British. They say
Oh, it's bad if you're British?
It's like the B word in British.
it's like the B word in British.
Where were you born and raised? Dorchester.
Cambridge, born and raised. Cambridge till I die. All right?
You know what? I'm glad I said it. Sexist. You prefer that term?
Yes, that I can hear all day.
That I need to hear.
Bring it. Yeah. Hey, she only works 1 day a week.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, is this her rule or is this just the way dermatology works? Because maybe I'll go to someone else.
Is this her rule or does she work in a lot of rural communities?
Yeah. So I don't know. So I'm trying to figure all this out because, like I said, she called me first thing in the morning. They're like, just the front desk person. And so I want to make sure I like heard all this right. And so I go to like, some type of portal. I don't know. I'm in some chat room. And,
on the website?
Yeah, some
Okay.
website. I don't know any of this. I'm turning into that husband who's like, you got to talk to my wife about that stuff. I don't know. Blue Cross, Blue shit. I don't know what color it is.
Yeah.
But there's a finite amount of answers you can like start the chat with. And so
Yes.
I click lab results.
Okay.
So that's exactly what I want. Like, I don't know. How serious is this? 20 days of no activity? What are we talking?
Yeah.
And I know everyone's like, Jake, get rid of the potential cancer. Just not play pickleball for a week and a half.
Of course.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm on my grind.
You are.
I'm on my grizzly.
Don't say that word.
So I say lab results. Olivia says Jacob. I assume that's the tone because there's a hyphen afterwards. Jacob.
Now, Jacob.
Now, Jakey.
Yeah.
Are you looking for your pathology report? I guess. I say yes.
Good.
Then the next morning, we do one every day. That's their whole thing. And I'm thinking about it. They do
Oh,
one action per day. I need to do a surgery or a message. I say yes. She says, good morning. It looks like our staff already spoke with you on Monday about your pathology results. Are you looking for a copy of the report? I say, I can't remember everything. Yes. She's then today, Jacob.
Jakey Poo.
Jakey Bop.
J-Train.
It is posted to the patient portal. You should be able to log on and see it. And I said, can you just send me a link or can I just get a PDF of the results? So tomorrow, that was today. So tomorrow I will get a response back.
You're not on the patient portal?
I don't know what that is.
You can't, dude.
What's the patient
there's
portal?
certain words. There's certain words that like
Never
if you're-
heard of this.
If you're not a corporate guy, we don't use those words. People out there are like, well, it's in the portal, and it's like, hey, we don't have real jobs. We don't use portals.
How do I get there?
Stop saying you're gonna ping me. I don't ping. I don't
ping.
ping.
We don't ping. We don't Slack. We don't portal.
We're not in the portal.
Yeah.
It's like those words are so normal to those people. Oh yeah. Like just check out. Like it's in the portal. It should be there. And it's like, no, we don't know. That word is so intimidating to us.
Yes. I'll CC you by EOW. No, you won't.
If they
I don't
just-
know what the prick you're talking about.
If they just said it's in your account online, you and I would be like, great, let's get on our account.
Oh, account.
Portal sounds so much harder to get to.
Portal.
That world portal.
We had a.
You stepped in a portal last night from all that water.
I got my boots wet.
Yeah.
We had a portal at SBU. That's the last time I remember using a portal.
Dude.
And it wasn't great.
K-State, this is so funny. K-State's like online portal name was ISIS. Not joking. ISIS.
And you won't let me say the P word.
I'm just saying.
Why?
It was like, I don't know, the ISIS.
Al Qaeda was taken.
But everyone was like, yeah, you just got to log on to ISIS and you can change your. Yes, dude. I'm dead serious. Like, it was like, yeah, you just change your, you can change your class schedule on ISIS. Like, you can.
What else could he do on there? You want to get radical?
Yeah, I wonder if it's still ISIS. Surely not.
What was the acronym? I mean, K-State is nowhere to be found in ISIS.
I don't know if it was like one of those things where
Interstate, it's in the middle of the state. Interstate.
You know, K-State pays ISIS. Like maybe there were a bunch of people using ISIS.
And maybe it's not even right of me to assume it's a different ISIS. For all we know, they're running it.
Good for you.
Yeah, they do a lot of military and,
hey, you get on to me for being sexist. You're racist. Why couldn't ISIS do that? Huh?
Yeah, I guess that's racism.
I don't know.
No, I need it. I needed to hear that.
Yes.
I'm racist towards ISIS.
Yeah.
Racist
ISIS.
We were talking Al Qaeda yesterday with the kiddos. I learned that old Gimbal Gab was born in 2004. And I go, so no 9/11 for any of you guys.
Yeah.
They said no.
You don't know what that feels like.
Yeah. You don't know me.
What's like the biggest tragedy in your guys' lives? COVID.
COVID will do it. COVID and ISIS
said
probably.
It quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked it up. It's KSIS is what I'm seeing.
KSIS is what it is now. KSIS.
So maybe they changed it.
Good for them.
A little close to K-Swiss.
That's probably why they didn't initially say that. Thank you for looking that up. Did you find that it said ISIS ever? Maybe be careful with what you search on ISIS.
I just looked up ISIS portal and then I was like, I should add K-State.
ISIS
You
portal.
looked up ISIS portal. Yeah, you're like, I subscribe to ISIS on Patreon. Like, that's great. Yeah. Anyway, so
sometime in April, getting the scoops out.
man, okay.
But also, I'm going on a family vacation in April.
There's no way if you can't do a physical activity, they're gonna love you getting it wet.
I don't think so. It seems like open wound and wet doesn't mix.
Should you just? Well, I don't know. Is it one of those things where you're like, hey, how serious is this? Can I postpone it?
So that's what I did a little bit.
Okay.
Not with the derm ladies, but I had my first doctor's visit since I was 18 this past Tuesday.
Okay.
It was very fun. I was talking to my dad on the way over there, and he goes, well, you did better than I did. I made it 18 to 50. I go, oh my gosh.
Really? Hey, yeah.
That's amazing.
What was 18? Why were you doing it 18?
Just like a high school basketball, like physical,
Checkup, okay.
I haven't done a checkup or physical since high school. And so, yeah, it was fun. I came prepared, kind of like a 20 questions thing. All 20 of them were, is this normal? And then just a different spot on my body that I would point to. Credit to this guy, Jordan, though. He's a young guy. I really liked him. I mean, I'm rattling off some like weird stuff I got going on. I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the podcast. When I do sit-ups with like my legs off the ground, like any kind of V-up or whatever, there is like it looks like two tectonic plates merging together. I'm not joking. Between my abs, there's a
valley?
Like a mountain that forms. So my skin goes up. Yes. Like right in here.
Okay.
Been like that forever. Never heard or anything.
That's what the V-up is.
Yeah, it's the V-up. Yeah, I make it V. And so I asked him about that. I wasn't even done bringing it up. And he was like, oh, rectus eporealis. He like knew exactly what it was. I was like, dude, Latin out of the gate. I was like, you're incredible.
Do you think there's ever like secret shoppers version for doctor's offices where you don't really have all those issues?
I'm quizzing him.
You're just like, okay, very good. He knew that one.
Okay, very good. Rectus eporealis. Yeah, good job. But yeah, he knew exactly what it was. And then, of course, once he started explaining it to me, there's something in like certain people's abs. I should look it up. They split or something, or they're off center, and they create this continental drift.
Okay.
It's a lot like Pangea.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, so you find fossils on both sides. You're like, how does that make sense?
Yeah.
And he said it's great. He said you can, if you're worried about it cosmetically, you can get plastic surgery. I said, I'm good, I think. No one's ever seen it. No one knows it's there.
And it's not like if you just were shirtless, you would see it. Only if you like flex in a certain way.
I have to be shirtless on the ground with my like feet off the ground.
So you could probably control when you do that.
So far I've been able to. Yeah, I'm terrified to have my shirt off, and then there's like some beach body contest. You know, I got to do it.
Come on, Jake, do the V-ups. Wait, so has that always been there? Or is this like...
Since I was like in high school, I remember it being there. So
Interesting.
no problem. Oh, but he said that is literally like my intestines, though, coming up.
Whoa.
But it's no problem.
Okay.
He says.
Okay.
Jordan says.
Jordan, hey.
Jordan said.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You call him Dr. Jordan?
I don't even know his last name.
Just Jordan.
Rachel and I watched Meet the Parents a couple nights ago. Kind of fun. And good joke in there where he's like, hey, it's kind of a dad joke, but still good. He was like, this is Dr. Johnson. He goes, please call me Bob, MD. Anyway, doctor joke.
Jordan.
Asked him about the off-center Adam's apple.
Okay.
He said, I'll feel around. Said, yeah, get in there.
Have your way.
Asked him a bunch of stuff, but he was great. But as we got more and more comfortable and I asked him if I could x-ray some pickleball paddles with him. I was getting real comfy. And then I was like, all right, let me ask you this. And I asked him, gave him the whole rundown of my moles and everything. I was like, give me like a risk assessment of like, here's where they're at.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, yeah, it's not as black and white as they seem. He's like, you could probably.
Okay.
He's like, officially, no, you're not supposed to. But he's like, you could probably do some stuff.
Okay. I see.
So it was nice to hear that.
Like you can do some physical activity.
Yeah, he was like, be careful. He was like, even like worst case scenario, he's like, they're worried about anything they're worried about is mainly cosmetic. It's like, yes, a suture could pop out, but even then, they're not going to redo it. It's just going to take slightly longer to heal. Slightly bigger scar.
I see.
Lower back, bring it on. I've always wanted a tramp stamp anyway.
Yeah, you want the scars. Bring on the scars.
Yeah.
Chicks dig the scars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scar, I mean.
Great. One of the best characters in Lion King. Probably.
Yeah, you got a whole movie.
Okay, so yeah.
So I've been a doctored boy this week. Oh, and he also asked me, when was your last tetanus shot? I said, long enough. I don't know when it's been, but I guarantee you it's been like, I'm
I've
due.
worked on some rusty generators recently, so just shooting me up.
So got a little tetanus, and I'm feeling great.
Good. I could tell you got tetanus that one day.
Thank you.
It was like something's
A little
different
tetanus
about this
stuff,
guy.
yeah.
This guy's glowing.
Tetanized.
Good job. I went to Texas this past weekend with my family. It was a great time. We were down there celebrating the kids' birthdays, and good on Bo. I don't know how it would be for 3 of your siblings to have birthdays and they're opening presents and you're just watching them, but he did a good job of just like being excited for them, which, like there's some parents out there that are like, well, we always get one present for each of the kids when it's the other siblings' birthdays. I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Not
like
in this house.
No, not even close. But he did a good job with that. Kind of the highlight of the trip for me was we get there Thursday night, all day Friday. We were working on building a like treehouse type fort for the kids. My father-in-law had bought all this lumber, had all these plans for it. We didn't like literally build it in the tree because trees grow, and I don't know how do you build a treehouse and not have it fall apart on you eventually, because trees are going to expand, right?
I think I have a dumb question to ask. Does a tree
Please.
grow from the bottom
Meaning?
or from the top? No, the branches grow.
think
It doesn't grow. The stump doesn't grow. It starts with a stump.
I think both, right?
No, yeah, it grows outward too.
It grows everywhere, baby. That's the beauty of trees.
It's like skin.
Yeah, I think it's growing down. It's growing up.
It does grow down. You're right.
It's
Yeah.
growing wide. Or is there any other option? Growing out? Right? People?
Oh.
Horticulture person.
It does not grow from the bottom. It grows from.
You know horticulture?
She's a major.
She's a whole-
Bring it
Horticulture
in here.
Come
Bring
on
her
in
in.
here. Come
Come
on
on.
in here. Come
You-
on down.
Unless you don't want to.
Unless you don't want to.
Oh, she's getting red. She's getting embarrassed. You don't have to. Just tell us the.
So what's your question?
No, you. Oh, tons. We've been waiting to get a horticulturist on this podcast.
Let me pull up my horticulture question.
Yeah, no, come on in. Come on in.
I'm still at school.
She's still
No,
at
all right.
school. Okay, but it grows.
It grows from like the tips because trees grow through apical dominance, so they don't grow from the bottom.
They grow through typical dominance. What'd you say?
Apical dominance. So they are growing from like all the tips of like the branches and stuff.
Okay, so my gut knew it.
But does it not? The roots get bigger as in time.
Yeah. So the roots also have apical dominance at the tips of the roots, so that's how they grow down. And then the tree gets wider because of the cambium layer. I don't know if you're gonna know.
This is
that.
great. No.
Yeah, I'm writing down all these answers because I've had these for a while.
So like the rings on the tree, that's like their vascular system. So that's how the trees get wider because their vascular system's growing too.
Okay.
So they do grow like in width, but they grow from the top.
Okay.
Do humans grow with typical dominance? Apical dominance.
I don't know.
She's not a human major.
He's not a human culturist. What's a plant? Can we ask you more questions? All right, you got to get on in here, though.
She doesn't want to.
Where do I go?
Come on, right here. Just come on down.
All right. What's a plant that like most people overlook, but is like pretty cool?
Ooh. That they overlook. I guess a money tree. That's like my favorite.
Is that a joke or is that a real tree?
No, it's a real tree. It doesn't grow money, but it has like, it's like lucky. And if you like have it, I think the saying is like if you have a money tree, like you will be wealthy. Or
Oh, it's kind of the Joel Osteen tree.
Positive manifestation.
Yeah.
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 It's a cute tree. Yeah.
What does it grow?
It
Leaves?
doesn't. Yeah, leaves. I mean,
Alright.
I think it flowers. Maybe.
Okay. Do plants go extinct like animals do? Like, is there a dodo bird of the plant world?
Yeah. I don't know exactly which species, but they could. Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
My wife and I are thinking about starting a garden. I know that's botany.
Ooh.
Permission to ask.
Is that different?
No,
I don't know.
That's horticulture. Horticulture is like the cultivation and like
I don't know
growing plants.
Brad, sounds like maybe you would like to answer some gardening
Is
questions.
that botany?
Botany is like a very broad term of like everything.
I covered my bases.
Yeah.
What plants out there have medicinal uses that most people don't know about?
Ooh. I guess this isn't medicinal, but do you know the magnolia tree?
Timon was actually talking about it just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Good medicine.
You can. The flowers apparently are delicious.
Oh, they taste good.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that until like a couple weeks ago, but someone in my class was like, "Oh yeah, I love to eat them." I was like,
Like they're
cool.
fine to eat.
"Yeah,
They don't
think
just
most,
taste-
magnolia tree species. Sorry, most magnolia tree species. I think most of the flowers are like really like tender and delicious. 'cause
Tender,
of their,
medium rare.
like tannins inside of them. Yeah, I've never had one, but yeah, apparently they're really good.
Good tannins.
Group activity later.
Yeah.
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 Hit up a magnolia. All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
You're awesome.
Good help.
Apical dominance.
Apical dominance.
I think apical dominance is a good band name.
Or like a Planet of the Apes.
Thank you, everyone. We've been apical dominance.
We grow from our tips.
Thank you, New York. We are apical dominance. Ba-boom, boom, boom. She said something else, like some other term too. That was like, that's a good band name too.
No, it was me. I said botany. That was the big term, I think. That was.
Thank you, Cleveland. We are botany. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, she said something else. I was like, that's a good name. Like, you said something. I don't remember what it was. What?
The cambium?
Cambium what? Something. Yeah.
The cambium is a part of the vascular system.
Vascular system.
Vascular cambiums.
Thank you, Milwaukee. We've been vascular system. Boom, boom, boom.
You left out cambium.
Let's give it up for our opener, Cambium. Boom, boom.
Cambium's going to join me on stage for this last one.
Yeah, we bring the encore back out. They put the guitar back on. Cambium, come on out here.
Cambium.
So
Good guy. That's so crazy that Timon was just asking about magnolia trees.
that is fun. Maybe Magnolia, you add that as a little signature bowl for Bondi Bowls. Pull a Magnolia in there.
Yeah.
Rachel would love that.
Or
Sounds
a
like Rachel
signature tree in the garden.
thing. Also true.
Save me some money.
Save you some money. Yeah.
I'll just eat that when I'm hungry.
You snacky? Nah, just craving some Magnolias.
Yeah, I just need some medium rare tree.
Hey, Jake. Oh, go ahead.
No. What were you going to say? What were you going to say?
Not something as good as what you had, probably.
No.
I just want to. Can I give you permission today? It's getting warmer outside. It's getting hotter outside. The temperature is
Okay,
rising
Mr.
outside.
Thesaurus. Okay, braggart.
It's giving hot energy outside.
Okay.
However, I still want to give you permission. Stay cozy, my friend.
Oh, you're talking about Good Ranchers nuggets in the air fryer.
That's right. Oh, can we just like curl up, on the couch and have some Good Ranchers nuggets? Should we do Good Ranchers right now?
I thought that's where you're going with it. I had my first batch of their Chicky Nug Nugs.
So good.
Yeah, they're free of seed oils and free of guilt
Free of complaints.
and free
Free of criticism. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting.
that was better than what it's giving synergy.
Yeah, dog.
But yeah, we made some in the air fryer and it was perfect.
Yeah?
Like I wouldn't do anything different. And I didn't have sauce. 1, healthy boy. 2, don't need it.
Yes. They're so good.
Just straight nuggets. This was actually the conversation that Rachel and I had because I ran out of my meals that I've been eating. Didn't plan ahead to thaw out chicken. And I was like, I think I'm just going to run to Chick-fil-A and just grab some grilled nuggets.
Yeah.
And Rachel was like, honestly, the Good Ranchers, like even though they're like fried, like those are still healthier for you than grilled nuggets from Chick-fil-A.
Because there's no seed oils.
Exactly.
Yes.
Chick-fil-A, they know their way around some seed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're like Amish Mennonites.
That's right.
It's for everybody.
Spreading the seed everywhere.
And I mean that in a good way.
In a good way for Mennonites, but a bad way for the chickens.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that was our actual conversation. And yeah, absolutely loved it. Took down about 9 of them and
Yes.
had a good time. Smile on my face.
Absolutely.
Couldn't even chew. I was smiling so big.
Oh, yeah. They're
It's falling on my mouth.
kids' favorite. They love them. Yeah, everyone loves them. We have an offer for you right now if you want to try them yourself.
Yes. And not only can you, obviously pick out whatever you want on Good Ranchers website and get yourself a box, a bundle every single month. But right now, using the promo code GRKC, you're going to get a free meat add-on every single month. So free meat, free treats.
Yes.
Is what we say.
You can get either free bacon, free ground beef, or free seed oil free chicken nuggets.
Yep.
Or wild caught salmon. Every order for a year.
And right now, our podcast has a little special deal. It's $40 off your first box.
That's right.
Ben Shapiro, he's not giving $40 off.
Listen, they don't want $40 off on my thing. It's only on JRKC. Okay, they're a great podcast. I love Jake. I love Brad. They are incredible, and I want them to succeed. So go to their website, goodranchers.com. It's goodranchers.com. It's American meat delivered. I love America. I love seed oil free chicken nuggets, and use that promo code JRKC for $40 off.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. You guys don't think that's funny because you don't know Ben Shapiro. That's a good impression. I'm just kidding. Good Ranchers, American meat delivered.
Yep.
Come on. Anyway, so
Oh yeah, Florida, Texas.
same thing. Scott just texted us. Thoroughly enjoyed Brad's Cobell impression. I need to be on my do not disturb. I'm so sorry. It's not professional of me, but yeah, we built this fort and it was classic. Like, my father-in-law, it's just how every project ever goes like this. Like he was really good at like, hey, no one's opinion is better than anybody else's. Like we can all listen to each other. Like, like if you have other thoughts about how to do this, we can. And of course in my head, I'm like, maybe there's times where I'm like, I don't know if I would do that, but I'm not going to be like, the squeaky wheel kind of thing.
You're not a horticulture major.
I'm not. But it was just a classic, like we have a plan, let's stick to the plan. And then we accidentally screw up the plan and then we got to just like adjust. And so it's like, why even have a plan? And maybe there's like a life lesson in there of just like, stop trying to plan things too much because it's never going to go the way you plan.
Grip it, rip it, treehouse it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Build it.
Drip it.
Drip it.
So yeah, it was just one of those, it was great. Originally we were going to have 2 different levels. We ended up with 3.
Wow.
Yeah, just on accident because it was like, well, we could either adjust all these things or we could just make that part a little bit lower.
So you built essentially a treehouse, like a fort on the ground, but it's like a permanent structure, or is this just for that week?
Yeah, no, it's permanent structure. We used like quick setting cement and like dug put the posts in and everything.
Oh wow, you did a
Yeah.
full on project.
And that's something I'm not familiar with. I mean, I've done a little bit of fence post things, but like, yeah, it was like I think we were working for like 10 hours.
Did you water the cement afterwards? I noticed neighbor Dennis does that. He'll get out the hose and just, he looks like a psycho. He's just watering his driveway.
Yeah, what did he call that? He said like, I asked him and he's like, yeah, if you do this, it'll last twice as long.
Yeah, that's what I Googled it too. Because I was like, I need to call someone. My neighbor is going insane. But then I looked it up and yeah, it's called like
Sealing maybe? Or
could be.
Yeah. But yeah, we did a little bit of that.
Curing. It's called curing.
Curing, yeah. that's
Curing
it.
the concrete.
Yeah, you're right.
Cured of what?
Dr. Jordan.
He's got a fever.
Anyway, so yeah, the kids loved it. It's still not perfect. It's not done completely, but it was done enough for them to just run around on it. And it kind of like, it's like an L-shaped fort, and there's like a huge sand pit pile, like, and so like the tallest part of the fort, they could jump from there into the sand.
Now that's fun.
Pretty fun.
Any cats on the property?
They do have a cat.
It's gonna use it as its litter box.
Could be. There's plenty of spots for that little
That little cat.
that little
Portal.
yeah.
Portal.
Anyway, it was fun. It's always fun to be down there, and
That's sweet that you built that.
Yeah, and it was like a fun, like, there were times where it was like, I'm not an expert by any means at any of this stuff, but obviously I have more experience at woodworking than they do.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like, oh, we need this notch. It's kind of a tough thing to do. Brad, will you do it? It's
Brad,
kind
will
of fun.
you notch it?
It's kind of fun to be like the quote unquote like expert at something.
Yeah,
like,
the guy.
Yeah. Okay, we got it kind of measured out, but Brad, do you mind actually like cutting it? Because I could do it, but you could probably do it better. It's like, yeah, bring him in. It's like the closer. Like, come on, Gagne, get in there.
Yeah.
So
John Rocker.
yeah, exactly. So it was fun. Nothing too crazy. The highlight of Texas, though, along with just being down there, is Kathryn's oldest brother, Brooks, who's been the chef for the beach trips in the past. Just recently absorbed, whatever. Yeah, bought a business from somebody.
Cool.
And when he was first starting out, he was like, yeah, it's like a pest or rodent control business for like all these commercial places, golf courses, different places like that. And the more he got into it, the more he learned about it, he learned that like 90% of what he's catching is beavers. It's like, yeah, it's pretty much all beavers. And so while we were there, we saw like, he like brought, cause it's like catch them and then humanely release these beavers is like the whole idea of the business. And while we were there, we saw like 5 different beavers that he brought home.
Where do you hold a beaver?
Like in a cage, is that what you mean?
Oh, he had it. Yeah, duh. I was like,
How do you,
like he just had, like,
see, like
got one.
They must have like specialized like seatbelts for those beavers, or how did you get them?
The cage makes sense. Okay, so you saw caged beavers.
Caged beavers, except there was also one beaver. I think he literally got this beaver when it was like a day or 2 old, like a tiny baby
Little
beaver.
beaver.
And so he like went and bought a tiny little bottle for it and got like beaver, like formula milk kind of stuff, and was like feeding it out of this bottle. And so all the kids were able to like pet and hold Biscuit. And I mean, it was like the talk of the town for all. And like, it was amazing. Within like the 3 days we were there, we saw Biscuit grow to the point where like Biscuit was like he was like giving Biscuit a bath. Cause the beavers are like they're not amphibious or whatever, like, but they have like,
They
webbed
like the
feet.
water.
Yeah. They love the water. They have like
Yeah.
webbed feet, like a duck almost or something. And so, yeah, he's like giving them a bath, and Biscuit's like diving into the bath and stuff.
Pretty fun.
Rosie couldn't get enough of it. Every time she saw Uncle Brooks, go look at the beaver. Go look at the beaver. And beavers are nocturnal, so it wasn't like you could just go in there.
Are they?
I'm learning things about beavers. Anyway, it was really fun. It was a beaver filled trip, and every single kid's gift was beaver themed. So like Henry got a stuffed
I'll
beaver.
say you take him to Buc-ee's and have a heyday.
I know, exactly. It was like we can go right down the road to Buc-ee's, and anyway, it was awesome. And so saw adult beavers, baby beavers,
Angry beavers.
It was awesome. So yeah, wildlife in Texas.
Beaver themed weekend. That's really fun.
Yeah, it was great.
That's a fun memory for everybody. Timon.
Hey,
Time.
what's up?
Last week we asked what was up, and you said, I'm locking in.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
And any updates on that?
I've been not as strict as I was planning, but I'm not mad about it. I think I've been doing better at like making myself wake up early, because I think the problem was I would happily set an alarm for 7 a.m. But then I'd be like, well, I'm not going anywhere, and then I'd just like sleep till 8:30, and I was like, this is not how I want to do it. So
Preach it, brother.
I've just been doing better at like committing.
Are you still going 7 a.m. or are you like, let's meet in the middle at 7? Like, are you?
I start with 6.
Yeah.
I've just been earlier. I don't know. It's 6:30, 7:15. Just like, especially if I have something going on in like the morning ish. I like to go to the gym first. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, not this morning, but yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And having other people in the room. I assume Jesse's still asleep.
Oh yeah, every
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
So that has helped me since being married. Like I wake up to my alarm better because of the people pleaser, just not wanting to like annoy the person next to me. I'm so much better with my alarm with
kind
someone
of you
next
to
to
assume
me.
I don't want to annoy Jesse.
Yeah.
I honestly wish I cared more. But yes, that's true like to an extent for me. But he also is like the deepest sleeper like I know.
So it doesn't
like,
really matter.
I don't know if he would even wake up. But yeah,
never mind.
That's a good call.
Logic broken. But I feel like you've locked in a little bit with the content I've seen. We Brad, you know this a little bit, but we shot a Severance themed pickleball video right in here and finished it. I mean, wrapped it 60 seconds before the whole documentary crew got here. It looks amazing. You edited it that day. You sent it off to me. I sent it to Scott and Isaac. Scott called me and he was like, dude, you cannot text someone back after a video like that. It would not suffice. They don't have words in the texting dictionary to compliment someone after what I just saw.
In the texting dictionary.
Something like that. I mean, he was just so excited.
Are
and
we
so happy.
submitting that to Sundance, dude? Are we going to con with that thing?
He was like, we can't wait till Friday to post that. Can we post it right now? I'm so ready for the world to see this. So it's always fun when you're that excited about a video. And
Scotty.
yeah, Timon killed it with the lighting. And yeah, I got Rachel's voice in there as Miss Casey. Did a little wellness session. And so good job locking in there.
Thanks.
And then the second thing, I'm so curious. I want to hear some updates. I don't know if you know this, Brad. So yesterday, while we were shooting our documentary, Timon, Scott, and Isaac had a whole like day-long road trip together.
That's right. Yeah.
Went up to Omaha and back to shoot with some pro pickleball players. Seemed really fun.
Yeah.
How was it?
How was it?
It was great. It was a lot of fun. I tried to write down a couple things.
Okay, podcaster. Good
Actually,
job.
I just wrote down one thing, which is kind of a dumb story, but it was like we were probably 30 minutes into the drive, maybe like an hour. We were like in Nebraska, and then suddenly like we're just driving along, no one saying anything. Scott's like, "Someone fart, or is that just Nebraska?" And then Isaac's like over there. He kind of like rolls down his window. He's like, "I think it's just Nebraska." It was just a great.
That's weird. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll it down so I can smell it more.
Yeah, that was kind of like, and then that became
When
like
in
a
doubt,
running
blame
thing. Like
Nebraska.
Isaac was just gassy that day, I think. So it
Isaac's
was great.
gassy a lot. True or
Yeah.
false? You're around him more than I am these days.
Yeah.
And when
got
he's
it going
gassy,
on.
you know it.
It was funny. Yeah,
he's got the Nebraska.
but yeah, filming went great. It was fun. Like, I think having so much time like filming with you there and like seeing how like you think about stuff helped us out a lot. And like, I
great.
think, yeah, it worked out fine.
That's cool.
We missed you, but
Sure.
yeah, it went okay.
I have questions.
Great.
Just about the logistics of it. First of all, who was driving and who was controlling the music? Or where's their music?
It was Scott driving, and also Scott controlled the music.
Ooh.
What'd you listen to?
A lot of EDM,
Come on! Like
but it was fine. It was like, I think most of the way there was conversation throughout it, and so it was like pretty low. And then a couple times on the way back, we were like, Scott's like, "Oh, this one's great. Let's crank this up." But actually, we switched to like some less EDM. We were like listening to some Charlie Puth on the way back. It was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Is that like if it's me, like I might love EDM, but I'm not playing EDM in mixed company with people and just being like, well, they'll love it. And if they don't, they'll just have to listen to it.
And just like EDM feels like the last 5 minutes of your drive to pump you up to like maybe your big pickleball game.
Yeah, you're
but
not-
to stretch over the course of 3 hours.
You're not driving 3 over on the highway with EDM. You got to get pumped. Like this is like a mood setting music.
Mm-hmm.
Just more relaxed. Like you can't just have like a, hey, tell me your testimony.
Yeah. The mood is 2 a.m.
There were a few good ones though. There were some I was like, this is kind of, I could appreciate this.
Do you remember what it sounded like, or did it sound like every other one, but just a little different?
Just slightly different. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So were you in the back both times?
I was. Yeah.
Oh, there
I was
back,
like, I
okay.
know my place. I know my place. No, yeah, it was great. I also like worked on a little bit of editing. Got a like Friday voiceover ad thing. So yeah,
Locked in.
it was nice.
Locked in, yeah.
And so I'm in this group chat with all of them. They all have all these inside jokes now Are there any? But Isaac claims. I said, "Can Timon tell me this on the podcast?" And he said, "No."
Whoa.
Is
okay.
it because it's like weird or gross or like?
It's just like the one we're talking about is just that video he sent, which is like, did you watch that?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
the TikTok.
okay. It's about
like,
that.
Because I was like, we went to the Quick Trip like first thing, and I was like, yeah, I'll get something. And so I grabbed a white monster because I'm kind of on the kick of white monsters. And Isaac was just like giggling the whole time. I was like, what? So he's like, okay, you actually getting a white monster? I was like, yeah. And then he showed this video after. I was like, oh, that's why it was so funny. But
I see.
Yeah.
Isaac being gassy.
You guys know about white monsters? Me neither. Okay. Just making sure it wasn't like everyone knows about white monster.
We
but
all
the three
know.
of us. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I just had just excited for you guys. Got to have your own little road trip.
Yeah.
Shot a lot of videos.
And so
was
you
fun.
you met with some professionals. Is that correct?
Yeah. Zane,
Callister?
go ahead. I actually saw him yesterday.
Okay.
Or no, Tuesday.
Wow, back-to-back Zane days.
Yeah. What's Zane's last name?
Navratil.
Gotcha.
He's a pro player, like one of the best in the world, but also like cares quite a bit about content creation. It's like doing like creative videos on
Okay.
YouTube as well. So
He was fun to watch.
Really?
Like to watch play. He was really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Like way better than Scott?
I think so. I mean, yeah. I'm not good at like seeing the huge differences, but definitely better. And also just like more, maybe like he just had all these like clever shots he would hit. I was like, how do you think of that?
Oh, okay.
It's cool.
Isaac, that was one thing he said too. He's like, I've never
Yeah.
played anyone like Zane. He said,
It was wild.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
Creative.
That's cool.
I just got something real quick written down. Who is Jimmy Buffett?
Yeah. He's the guy that created the all-you-can-eat like restaurant.
Oh, Ryan's.
Ryan's?
Yeah,
it
the
used to be
buffet.
called Jimmy's, and Ryan bought it from him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
why?
our garage fridge that the previous homeowner left, they also left behind a good barrage of bumper stickers, just stickers. And every time I go in that fridge, it says WWJBD. What would Jimmy Buffett do? I'm sick of looking at it, and I also don't even know who that is.
You really
And
don't?
why- I mean, you know what I know is there's some country song about Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah. What would Jimmy Buffett do?
Oh, is that actually what he says in the song?
I think so.
I was like, I know there's some country song that talks about Jimmy Buffett.
Pour me something so and so, if I sing dang do, before I go and sing.
You know that song,
It's
Tyler?
only
Never in my
at
life.
12, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Good song.
That's the third day version. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
So I didn't look it up. I just have no idea who Jimmy Buffett is. Why are people buying stickers about this? What's he known for?
So he is a singer. He's a musician, and he definitely he's dead now. So be careful.
Dead Buffett.
Be how mean you are. I don't really get that. If you're a celebrity, I'll criticize you no matter if you're dead or alive.
Name a few.
Houston, Jackson. Those are capital cities. Also not true. Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. Yeah, people like that.
Epstein.
Epstein, I'll make fun of Epstein if I need to. If
Any
it
of
comes
them.
up. Yeah. Anyway, Jimmy Buffett kind of found his, I don't know about found, maybe it's just his personality is beachy guy. Like he loves Florida. Like I think he has a really popular song called Margaritaville.
I don't know what Margaritaville is either.
I'm teaching you now.
Yeah. Is that a physical location? Is it a city?
I don't think it's a city, but I think he has like bars that are Margaritaville bars.
Oh, it's like a chain.
As far as I know, I think it's a chain. There's definitely one in Gulf Shores, and I don't think that's the only Margaritaville.
Okay. And he started that, or he likes it a lot.
He started that, I think. I think it's like Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. So
So when
he's
they
just
say-
kind of a vibe for beach music and chilling on the beach, relaxing kind of guy, Jimmy Buffett.
What would Jimmy Buffett do? Start a Margaritaville.
Franchise my Margarita. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Across the Southeast U.S.
He is. He's just and I think he's got fans. Anybody know what his fans are called?
Buffeteers.
I believe, and I'm not making this up. This sounds like I'm making it up. I believe they're called parrot heads. Because I think they wear, anybody heard this? No? Horticulture? No? Is that horticulture? Parrots?
Yeah,
No?
atypical.
Vascular,
I'm not going to get that word.
apical.
Anyway,
I think they wear parrot hats to kind of like cheese heads
Yeah,
for
the
the
Packers
Packers. They're parrot heads.
Parrot heads.
I know more than I thought I would about Jimmy Buffett because I think that's about it. I think I might be tapped out on Jimmy Buffett stuff because like his music is not super memorable because it's really chill, like just like beachy music.
Yeah, what's his best hit? Like if I heard one of his songs and not known it was a parrot song.
I think Margaritaville. Bum 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 dun, 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 Margaritaville. Also, I don't know if that's the exact way. I think he has a version of If You Like Pina Coladas. I think. Timon, you can look up Jimmy Buffett songs if you want. Those might be the only two I can think of off the top of my head, but I think there's probably a few more.
You've done just fine on answering who's Jimmy Buffett. You did a great job.
That's a fun, like, hey, I don't know this. Can you tell me things about him?
Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to Google this, and I'm tired of looking at this guy. It seems a little sacrilege to not have WWJD on my fridge.
I just looked it up, Simon. Sorry. Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Cheeseburgers in paradise.
Yep.
Yeah, I know that one.
I've got cheeseburgers in paradise. That's a good bit. Like,
I know that song. Yeah.
the song "Come Monday." Can you think of that? How that song goes?
That one? Mm-hmm. It come Monday. You got to come over on Monday.
Everybody's wanting to play that fun game on Monday. And then his fifth most popular song on Spotify, "A Pirate Looks at 40." A pirate looks at 40. Remember that one?
The pass.
What about "Roll Me Up and Smoke Something"? Roll me up and smoke me, probably. You got that one?
Yeah.
Roll me up and smoke me when I die.
Actually, is that about like not having an open casket?
No, I think it's like
it's like his last will and
I want to be
testament.
cremated and then you get me in there. I don't know.
Maybe.
Or maybe it's just like roll me up the hill and like do a burnt offering. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. It could be anything. But yeah, It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere is his song with Alan Jackson. It sounds like that was the...
Okay.
You have heard that one.
That was the one. Yep.
Yeah.
Good song.
329 million plays.
Good
on
job.
Spotify. 4.2 million monthly listeners.
Jimbo does?
People are enjoying him.
Where does that money go?
To his lady.
His trust.
Lady Buffett.
Oh, you must be Lady Buffett.
Buffett. I hardly even know it. They smiled.
They were not smiling. I was watching. They were frowning.
Dang it. I'm looking at some more things about Jimmy. I mean, he just looks like a vibe, honestly. He just looks like a guy that lived in Florida his whole life.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like Jacksonville is like Buffett land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll look into it. Flying into Jacksonville in April. I'll take a peek.
Okay.
Look around.
Golf and Western, they describe him as. So,
Golf.
anyway.
Brad, this time of year, it's getting warmer.
Oh, yeah.
It's getting hotter. It's getting steamier. And it's time, yet still, to get cozy.
And steam that coffee.
That's right.
Yes. Curl up with a nice hot cup of Joe. I agree, brother.
Yep. Nothing says cozy on this earth like Main Street Roasters.
That's what I'm saying, brother. Come on with it. I had Main Street Roasters this morning, and I am pumped up about it. When you buzz with those beans, there's nothing like it. It's delicious. It's nutritious. It's good for you, and it makes you feel good, and it tastes good.
I was driving down the highway the other day, and I saw a sign from MoDOT, the Missouri Department of Transportation, and they said, hey, buzzed driving is drunk driving.
Not with Main Street Roaster.
Not with these beans.
Not with these beans.
If you only knew, Buster.
Yeah.
I called them up, gave them a little piece of my mind. They gave me some crap about how I didn't understand. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah. But the point was...
You were buzzed.
I
don't know.
They couldn't hear me. I was slurring my words, but basically I was jazzed up on Main Street Roasters beans. And I was like, I can drive this way.
Yes.
And they loved hearing that.
I roll every time I see a cop now. I roll down my window.
Hey, I'm drinking.
Buzzed.
I'm buzzed.
I'm buzzed. I'm buzzed. I'm buzzed.
I got pulled over this week. Didn't even mention that on the podcast.
Really?
But yeah. Yeah. He
And
goes,
your tags are very expired.
and that's what we talked about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He said, you know why I pulled you over? I say, not because I'm buzzed.
Not because I'm buzzed, because that's okay with Main Street Roasters, right?
He loved that. And he's like, no, I get it. And I said, it's because of my license plate. And he said, yeah, it's because of your license plate.
Did he give you 10% off your ticket for using GRKC as a promo code?
I paid full price.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Dang it.
Full court appearance too.
That's too bad. That sucks.
No, I don't. I think I don't know.
Habit stack that with your 10-day off period.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'll be buzzed when I show up.
FYI, I'm completely sound mind, but I am buzzed. Okay? Just want everyone to know that, okay? A little bit buzzed.
10% off with Main Street Roasters. Buzz for yourself while driving or operating heavy machinery.
That's
or just getting cozy under a nice blanket or bed sheets. MainStreetRoasters.com.
Tastes the same either way.
Last night, we missed you, but championship volleyball happened. Documentary crew came out. Isaac came straight from Omaha, basically. And we had our full team together for the first time over a month. And we had a semifinal, final game. Some ghosties were there. And it was so fun. Semifinal game, cakewalk, 21-5, 21-8, good. And the championship game, these guys are undefeated. They got a guy who I think Tate Unruh came off the court and said, this is his thing.
Oh,
when you're
yeah.
like,
Sure.
he is so good. Like, I mean, it looks like Olympic level. Like, he goes to serve the ball and he's tossing it up 16 feet in the air.
Whoa.
Like, he's already putting like spin on it and then like massive gather, huge like jump serve. I mean, the ball's dipping 6 feet every serve. It was something special.
Is he a big dude too? Like tall?
Not necessarily, but I mean,
Okay.
athletic and
Yeah.
very, very springy.
Okay.
He was nasty. So it was extremely fun because like, all right, we actually get to like play hard for the first time all season, but also kind of funny. Like we've just like
Yeah.
not sweat for 8 weeks. And now it's like, oh my gosh, now we're playing the all-star team.
Right.
But it was so fun having the crew there and everyone kind of brought friends and we had like a little bit of an audience and it was just so fun because the rallies would last forever. And then I think it was like game point and like Tate Unruh had like the first like block of like the best block of his life to like get us ahead. And then I think we get back to game point again in the final game. I have my only block of the season. And it was just like, how is all this happening? And
You
it's
were
me and
getting
Tate.
springy. Yeah.
And so we
You
had
were
a
doing
blast
V-ups.
and we ended up winning the whole thing in 2 games. So
Did
it was
you?
just so fun.
How close was it?
I mean, within 2 points, both games. So
Oh, wow.
very much could have gone either way. We were
Yeah.
like losing both games, came back and won. So fun. And we got on film, which is nice. But
Yeah.
it was like borderline embarrassing to admit to Rachel, but I was like, I think I'm having trouble falling asleep because I have adrenaline from volleyball.
Really?
I'm like that excited. I was like,
Really?
I had so much fun like
Yeah.
actually trying and the girls on our team are just so good. It was just a blast.
Well, probably because it's like way more of a challenge than, well, not way more of a challenge, but like, I don't know. What do you think that is? Like, why do you think it's that versus like if you won a basketball game, you wouldn't have that kind of adrenaline, would you?
I don't know. Maybe it just felt like we were all like playing at a high level. It was
Yeah.
like this. Thank you guys for letting me be a part of something.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
really fun. That was really cool, you guys.
Yeah.
Just knowing how much talent the girls have is like that's so nice of them to let me share the court with them. But there were some great ghosties there. Met some new ghosties too.
That's
You
what I was
know,
gonna ask.
some of the Mings were there. Of course, Hannah Warner was there. But then father and son came up from Paola. Never met them before.
Oh, cool.
Logan's still in high school. He wrote us a jingle back in the day. If you remember, I kind of remembered this, but he went and checked out Comic Coffee for us and like posted about it like 2 years ago.
Sure.
He went to the office trivia night. And he
Oh,
said, he's like,
yes.
dude, it actually wasn't that bad. And he's like, I had some fun.
Yeah.
So it was really fun meeting him and his dad. And yeah, they
Uh-huh.
live down in Paola. And so he hasn't been able to make it to like Grande or anything else. So
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, I was glad I got to meet them. And yeah, our volleyball team was called Friday Pickleball. So I was like, we can't show up without paddles. So
Sure.
we're like, if we win, everybody's getting hooked up. So we had like 20 paddles and gave
That's
them all
awesome.
away. And so
Yeah.
yeah, there were some of like Annika's, one of our teammates, her friends came and they walked away with like pickleball paddles. And Casey Crew gave us a bunch of sport coffee. If you want some, you can have
Thrones-
some.
Yeah, the Mahomes thing. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so they're like, it feels like we won. This is awesome. I was
Nice.
like, yeah, thanks for coming, guys.
That's great.
So fun. Glad you guys were there to film it too.
Yeah.
Good time.
Yeah, I'm sure it was electric because every time you score, it was a tight game anyway. Every
Yeah.
time you score, people are cheering for you.
Yes.
Was the other team completely by themselves? Like, did they
Yeah,
have?
I don't think they had much of anything.
They didn't even have a wife Did you have anybody there?
Not even like at home waiting on them. I mean, they were
like
alone.
they went home alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice folks, though.
Yeah.
There was one girl on the other team. This is kind of fun to see. You know, I don't really know the nuances of volleyball really or unwritten rules, but I guess there was a girl on the other team doing stuff you're not really supposed to do. For instance, like, I don't even need to really get into it, but basically like
I'm interested.
calling us out on things that we had already like called ourselves out on. Like, so what happens a lot in volleyball is the other team is, you know, they bump, they set, they spike, we go up to block, and the ball does go out of bounds, but the person who blocked it did barely tip it. And so it's very much an honor system, just like, you know, I tipped it. And so like Rachel goes up, tips it, touch. And then this girl on the other side is like, touch, like pointing and yelling. And Rachel's like, I called it. And just like very much like doing that kind of thing of like, no, you're girl, you know, just like all over the rules. So much that one of their teammates like came over to us between games, like, hey, I'm really sorry about her.
Oh, wow.
She's very intense, but it's
just
kind of how she is.
She can't help it. Yeah.
You know, which is a bummer when you have to apologize for your own team, but it did light a little fire in the girls. Of course, me, Isaac, and Tate are like, I don't know. Yes.
I mean, yeah, you touched it. She's valid.
Yeah, I was gonna scream at you if she didn't.
That's funny.
Okay,
but obviously, like the rule is that you're supposed to let a girl hit it every time, but if you block it, that's just moot. Because like if somebody's spiking it and then you block it back, that's okay.
Yes. So if two or more touches happen, one has to be a girl.
There you go. Okay.
But yes, a guy can just straight block it back on him.
I figured.
Which is nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good point of clarification.
There's a guy that's on the front line just has to get smoked every time by these spikes.
Yeah. Dude, after Tate saw like two serves from the guy, like the pro player, the way he's serving it, Tate looks back at us and goes, I might try to block one next. And we're like, that's illegal. Do not go up and like, he's like, it's going like an inch above the net. Why don't we just block it? Like, dude, that's so not
like
allowed.
Amateur, like, because that's what I would think too. Like I know
I'm
that
tall.
now, but I remember for a while I was like, why don't people just run up and just throw it right back and spike it right away?
You're watching pickleball. Why don't they just go right up to the net?
Yeah, just
They're all
smack
like
it back.
leaning. What is the point of this?
They're like really scared of that line.
Yeah, Tate. I might just try to block his serve. Hey, thank me later. I'm going to go in there, block it.
You just hear him go, boys, I'm going rogue. And then he just jumps.
No, Tate, no. Yeah, he was great, though.
That's awesome, dude. So you guys got a t-shirt?
We did not.
Oh, you get a medal? What do you get?
We got a banner, big old banner,
That's pretty cool.
temporarily to take a picture with.
You don't get anything?
I didn't get anything. Maybe the girls took it.
Oh, they don't even give you a medal these days? I've never won,
medals.
so I assume that you get something good.
I know. We've never won either. That's the first thing I told Tate when he joined the team. I said, just so you know, Isaac and I are real good at getting second in anything.
Yeah.
We're the best at getting second. But yeah, you just take a picture in front of this banner.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
That's
So cool.
how big was the banner?
Dude, it was like 6x4.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's in feet.
That's feet, dude. That's
That's feet. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's awesome, man.
Oh,
Yeah, I was sad to miss, but Wednesday night's church night for the kiddos.
you're fine.
So
Hattie it was boiling.
Was it?
She would not have liked it. Yeah, a little humid.
why do they do that? They just don't have the AC on yet.
Could be an HVAC issue.
Could be.
I don't know.
Cool. One thing that happened to me this week that's very mediocre, but hey, what else are we gonna
That's
do
a
here?
podcast.
Yeah. I've been going to the chiropractor a little bit, you know, and they took X-rays the first time I was there at the chiropractor to like kind of see where we're at with the spine and everything. Blah blah blah. Great. And he's like, Brad, your left leg is longer than your right leg, and that's what's causing you to be uncomfortable.
By how much?
I think they said like 10 millimeters. What's that equal? Let's see. Not like a ton.
Couple tannins.
10. I just put up 10 millimeters. 10 millimeters to inches would be
Get some.
0.39 inches. So not nothing.
Not nothing.
So anyway, trying to get adjusted. You know, is feeling all right for a month or two, and then I like haven't been back for a while. Started getting painful again, and so I was like, I got to go back to this thing. Went back, and they adjusted me one day, and I was supposed to come back in a few more days to like, you know, check up on it. He's like, well, you know, come back again before Texas if you need to, but if not, I'll just wait till after Texas. I was hurting, so I'm like, I'm making another appointment.
Okay.
Making another appointment. He's like, let's just get this thing figured out. Let's do an X-ray right now. Let's see if we've made progress on this thing. no progress.
Okay.
Which I'm like, great, that's fun that I spent all this money for, no progress. And so now he gave me what's like a lift for my right foot shoe. And so right now,
Oh, you're walking a little taller.
yeah, I don't promote like body, augmentation. I don't need plastic surgery, just like you. I'm like, I'm good. Got my lift.
Whoa,
in, dude.
is that a wallet?
It's pretty thick, dude.
Yeah, slap your credit card in there,
Yeah,
dude.
you can fit. It's probably like 4 or 5 credit cards worth in here, and I have to just like change it from shoe to shoe.
It really looks like one of those sleek wallets I get targeted Instagram ads for. That's like
yeah.
the Ridge
You
wallet
wouldn't
right
even
there.
know. It fits in your front pocket. Yeah, I'll pay today, boys.
Hey, I got it. Just gotta take my shoe off real quick.
And it literally, I mean, it feels exactly like you'd think it would feel. Like it feels like you're walking with
On your wallet.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to, so at least now your hips are like in the right.
I guess.
This feels like something that a lot of German Shepherds deal with. How do they fix them? Did he bring that up at all?
He didn't. No. Well, no, he didn't.
Yeah, okay,
No. Yeah, it's weird though. I will say I'm starting to get used to it. Like the most annoying thing is like, I might want a few of these because I'm tired of changing out my shoes every time.
It feels like that would be an adjustment. Is it a little annoying? Does it feel like you're walking funny?
Yes, but then you get used to it and it's okay. Like it's all right. I don't know. And I will say my back has hurt less in the mornings and I'm feeling better, but I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, just been rocking the lift. I think that's what you call it.
Yeah. And people don't know. Some people like see your truck or they saw the truck in the episode, but they don't realize your truck is like crazy lifted too.
Yes.
So it's kind of just like your whole brand.
Looks
like a monster truck.
I never take the stairs. I always go elevator. Yeah.
Love a good lift. Yeah.
I work out a lot. Just got to lift.
You like to encourage people.
I never take Ubers.
There it is. We've exhausted the list.
No, we haven't.
The lift.
You go. Encourage people. Lift. I'm a big Josh Groban fan. You raised me up. Lift. That's a synonym for lift.
German Shepherd just reminded me this is such a dumb thing, but just a fun, just little joy moment of this past week. I'm playing pickleball at this big facility, and so everyone's got bags all over. There's nets separating the courts. And as I'm playing, it's just one of those weird thoughts you have. Like a girl has like set her bags down, and it's like a handbag, a pickleball bag, and a purse. And the way they're like orientated, they're all similar color. They're all like a little form of gray. Like out of the corner of my eye, I'm just thinking to myself, like, every time I look over there, it looks like a husky is laying down. Like that's just like the objects have formed into a dog. And so I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny. Like that's so weird. Like anyway, fast forward an hour. Now I'm teammates with Brian. Don't know Brian real well. Wears a headband every time I see him though. Like that about Brian.
Yeah.
Doesn't have sweat in his eyes.
Yeah.
And the ball rolls over and Brian goes, dude, this is going to sound weird, but I just went and picked that ball up and I thought there was a dog right there. I was like, dude, this is going to sound crazy. I thought that same thing. And I was like, no one in their right mind would ever think that. I would never admit that to anyone. I thought the exact same thing. I thought there was a dog over there. So we're like, should we go tell other people there's a dog over here?
Dude, check this out. What does it remind you of?
Yeah. It was awesome.
You and Dry-Faced Brian had a moment. That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's it.
Okay.
Really fun. When I said German Shepherd, it reminded me. It's like, oh yeah, I kind of saw one this week.
Yeah, almost. Like practically. There should be like if you guys see things that look like dogs, please put it in the Facebook group.
And it's got to be like out of the corner of your eye.
Just
Like
a
you
quick-
look at it, like it's 3 bags, but
Is that deja vu?
kinda.
Okay, thank you. I thought so.
It's got to be a big dog.
Good. That's fun, man.
Did you talk to the chiropractor? Which I think I kind of see a chiropractor like when it deals with like your spine, it's connected to everything. So anyway, spinal. Your tennis elbow has moved arms,
Dude.
I'm worried about you.
I'm worried about a lot of my body, right? I don't
Could
know
they
what's
fix that?
happening. I didn't want to alarm. That's the thing about chiropractors is they can fix everything.
That's what I'm saying because it's the nerves.
But I don't want to give them too much ammo too quickly because then it's all of a sudden like, well, we got to come back
And
7
twice
days a week. Yeah, it's like, okay, I don't know. Part of it's like I worked for 10 hours outside and I was overcompensating for this arm with this arm. So maybe, but yeah, dude, like I've just been sore in weird places, in like a weird kind of sore, not like a muscle sore. That's what's so weird about it. It's like last night I was walking and I saw you and like my calf was starting to get sore, but it wasn't like a cramp in my calf. I don't know how to describe like it's like, am I just like losing all my muscle all of a sudden? Or like, is my body just attacking me or what? Yeah. I like kind of hurt my wrist the other day on my left hand. Like, it's like
Fall apart.
truly. And like to the point where I don't even want to complain to Kathryn anymore. Cause I'm like, I think she's just going to be so stressed about everything if I tell her all the things that are hurting on me. And so I just kind of let it go. I'm just like, I'll just suck it up and do this. But yeah, I did mention like the tendonitis thing. And he's like, yeah, that you can compensate. We can like adjust things to make that better. But a lot of it's just inflammation and rest and whatever. So, yeah, but like, yeah, my right side of my right shoulder is hurting. My neck's like so many different things. And it's just like, I'm ready to be done with this. I'm ready to like feel okay. Like it's like, cause this arm is starting to feel better. And then all of a sudden, right when this arm still feels better, this one starts hurting. And I'm like, I'm not that active of a guy. I'm trying to be more active even, but it's like, I got to rest. But then if you rest too long, then maybe that's making me worse. So I'm like, I don't know what the answer is here.
Dr. Ghosties out there.
Knack backs.
What does Brad need to do?
Dr. Knack backs, not food truck knack backs. Yeah. I don't know.
Good to clarify.
So, anyway, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I did write that down in my notes. My body continues to hurt. I just wrote down. It's just like, what is happening? Like, unfortunately, it's like, is this just getting older? I don't think it is. I'm not accepting that. I'm 34.
Yeah.
Like I'm not 50.
Yeah.
Like I think when your body does deteriorate over time, we know that. I'm not there yet.
No.
I'm still in my prime of my life. My prime of my life. All right. Oh man, you know what's good?
What?
You know what really is like, I just go down that main street of just like goodness.
What are you talking about?
You know that first, like, just like how that chicken nugget feels when you dip it in that first good dip of ranch.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's the same feeling that you get when you snuggle up with Cozy Earth.
That's right. It is good.
It is good.
And it's just like the main thing I want.
Oh, dude. I was so cold the other day. Freezing cold. I got under one of those
pneumonia, maybe.
I think I had the pee. But I got under one of those cuddle blankets. All of a sudden, I was a roaster, dude. I was so warm.
That's good. Funny story. This is hilarious, actually.
Guys, calm down. They're going to be able to hear it. Go ahead.
Stop laughing.
Stop, guys. Go in the other room. Go in the other room if you have to. Go ahead.
I was gardening the other day.
Botany?
I was doing some botanics.
Yeah.
And I'm out there, and it was a cold day.
This is good.
And I'm out there, and I was also in my Cozy Earth blanket, and so I didn't feel cold.
You were in your Cozy Earth blanket gardening
Outside because it's so cold.
That's a good sight.
I like to garden. I read a book said there's no such thing as bad gardening.
That's right.
And so I go outside every day, and I go out there.
The Swedes believe.
And I was gardening my blanket. I felt perfectly comfortable, and I didn't do. I really didn't do any gardening because I was like, there should be no seeds. I don't do seeds.
Mm-hmm. And then you look and you're like, wait, I think bamboo might come from a seed. I think Cozy Earth has viscose from bamboo. And then I thought, maybe we should do things that are actually about Cozy Earth for the rest of this ad read.
Man, it's so fun to be able to tell that story. That was hilarious.
That was so good, dude.
Yep.
It was so funny, I forgot to laugh at the end.
No, that happens
I laughed
sometimes.
in the middle. Hey, Cozy Earth! Cozy Earth's a sponsor, all right?
Yep. Last night, we got home from volleyball. I was still sweaty. Somehow, Rachel, cold as a bone.
Mm-hmm.
And
those bone cold. That's what they say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And she got under the cold blanket and said, I am perfect right now. Mm-hmm. We love their blankets. We love their bed sheets. We love their pillowcases. Some people put those as part of bed sheets. I don't.
No, because you can buy them separate.
Yep. And we love their clothes as well. Slept in them last night. Slept in the shorts.
Yeah. If you don't know about Cozy Earth, they make their stuff from viscose, from bamboo. So many soft items. They also have silk. They also got cotton. They got whatever you want. But yeah, bathrobes, bath towels, bath mats,
hand towels,
bath sheets.
Socks.
bathrobes, bath wraps, hair towels, whatever you want for your bathroom or bedroom or anything else in your house. You could drape these things on the wall if you want to.
Yep.
They'd make your wall look better. Your wall would thank you.
And I believe it's 45% off. Is that what we're up to? Or no, I think it's 40, but sometimes people get 45% off.
Say the right things, you might get another 5 off.
Yeah.
So go to cozyearth.com/ghostrunners, use our code GRKC and get up to 40% off. Start the new year fresh with premium quality, ethically made, superior customer service here from cozyearth.com/ghostrunners. Now, excuse me while I go laugh some more at that gardening story. I do have one relatable or nah, dude, real quick.
Let's begin.
Relatable or nah, dude? I just wrote down, relatable or nah, dude, chaos days versus normal days. Do you sometimes just have days where you're like, I'm just not doing it the right way on purpose? So the inspiration for this was,
I think I've been driving on the wrong side of the road all day.
it's like, I don't care. Yeah. It's like, well, okay, that might be part of it. Like I have this weird personality where every once in a while I'm like, I'm just going to drive a little more aggressively today. I'm just going to go a little bit faster than I need to today. And I had the thought today, I have a electric toothbrush. Every 30 seconds, it like clicks on, and in my head, I'm like, okay, split it up into 4 quadrants of my mouth, brush for 30 seconds, go down. Today, I was just going all over the place for 2 minutes straight. Chaos day. Relatable or not, dude? Where some days it's like, hey, I have a pretty normal routine for how I brush my teeth. Today, I'm not doing that. And it wasn't like a conscious thought. It was more just like here I am, just going all around.
Just kind of feeling froggy today for whatever reason. Initial thoughts are no, I do not relate to this.
I don't think I relate.
Really?
Yeah.
Same stage of life.
Okay.
We have chaos days. Yeah, I wonder what that is.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like,
Let's find it. What's going on?
I don't
Or maybe every day is a chaos day.
Honestly though.
How's your heart?
Yeah,
I need
think about that.
I'm not a big I value routine, but I also don't stick to routines most days I shower in the mornings, but every once in a while it's like not showering right away. And then it's like, shoot, should have showered. Too late now. I'm going to go to the gym soon. I'm not going to shower now, And so just chaos day.
Chaos day. I wonder what that is. I bet there is like a reason for it though.
Yeah.
Hormone, something like.
And maybe today when I brushed my teeth in the shower, and maybe it was just like, I'm brushing my teeth and thinking about other things and, not consciously thinking about the quadrants as much or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I was thinking about the podcast, the documentary. How am I going to look for the doc? Just worry about the doc.
Could be that.
How am I going to be portrayed by Nathan?
In the doc.
In the doc. Hot doc.
Rachel can't believe it. We always say we need to just swap brains for a day just to give ourselves more empathy for the other person, more understanding, because Rachel does a number of things throughout the day and she has no idea why she does those things. And I'm like, I can't even fathom it. I could tell you exactly why I did every single thing, exactly why I put the fork where I did in this spot in the dishwasher,
Really?
everything. And so
I am so the opposite.
if I were to have a chaos day, I think I would be able to tell you exactly why I felt that way.
You think, okay, so the fork example, are you consciously thinking about it every time, or would it be like, hey, why'd you do that? And you're like, oh, because of this.
And then I could tell you afterwards.
Yeah, it's like a habitual, sorry for,
Yep. Prick.
it's like it's like a tendency that you have, but then you do have a reason behind it, but you're not consciously thinking every time you do everything.
Whoa.
Holy cow!
Wait, what's
First lady of the podcast.
what's happening?
I'm hand delivering something to Timon.
Wow.
Because I knew he was here right now. Happy graduation, Timon.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm embarrassed to say that I found this, and I was
Okay.
going to give it to you at your graduation party in May, but I figured March would be a better time.
That's great. Yeah, that's perfect.
I was so confused for 3 seconds. I was
I know,
like,
sorry.
did I?
That's so
What-
funny.
And I
That's
was
my
gonna-
wife.
I was gonna
Everyone's
leave it-
like,
I was going to leave it on your car or something like that, but then I was like, no, I need to explain.
This is great.
So I'm sorry
Thank you
for
so much.
interrupting.
Do you want to come talk? I have a question for you. Just real quick.
Is it a good question?
You look nice, Kathryn. I think it's a good day to get on camera. Let's
Oh,
take advantage
yeah.
of this.
Yeah, I see you most days, Kath. You're doing all right today.
Valid is what he's saying.
Oh, jeans? Let's get you on camera.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
cow.
Wow, you're not in those pajamas.
Come on down.
What's the question?
Do you?
I can't really bend it very well.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, fair. Modest is hottest. Do you
Do a lunge.
ever have days that I called them chaos days. Like today, I normally brush my teeth one way. Today, I was just like, I'm just going crazy doing it a different way. Or does that sound crazy to you?
No.
Please talk into the microphone.
Sorry. No, that sounds very normal for a mother.
Okay. So maybe it's a parent thing.
Is this never a problem for Jake? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, Jake and Timon both were like, I don't get that at all.
Oh.
We're not mothers.
One day, maybe. Maybe one day you will understand.
One day when I'm a
absolutely, that
mom.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I made it an
Great
hour and a
example.
half ago, and
Great.
it's in my car, so I will eat it.
Or like coffee. Sometimes you make coffee and then you don't drink it. And you have to reheat it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that framed picture of Rachel down there with her trophy. That is awesome. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
There she is.
That needs to be more prominent, probably
All right.
front and center.
Yep. This is what she's referring to.
Yes. Look at that, babe. Look at that Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame bubs.
That is so funny. Yeah, I've never seen that, but I love it.
Yeah. Nice girl.
Yeah. Anyway,
What-
chaos
I have-
days.
No, maybe. What do you think is the word?
I mean, I wouldn't say it on the podcast.
And I didn't,
okay.
and I wouldn't.
Good, but Brad did.
Timon did, actually.
Timon was letting it fly.
No, he did not.
The
Six
hard,
times.
the hard R.
I might have to take that card back from you.
Yeah, take the card
Yeah.
back.
I don't know if I should congratulate you anymore. Was it really time?
No, it was kidding.
Oh.
It really was
Always
Jake.
Jake.
I didn't know.
Jake.
I swear I had like high school teachers like call us that. I didn't know it was bad.
A lot has changed since you were in high school, Jake.
I need to find a website that ranks them. I need to see where
That's a
it
good
falls.
Yeah, see what it's below and above.
Yeah.
And then- yeah.
List of
yeah,
cuss
send it
words.
to me because I would be interested.
List of cuss words ranked Kansas 2025.
Give us a word. Give us a word that is
No,
appropriate, but on the line, and give us one that rhymes with something that's inappropriate.
we were talking about this recently. Rachel and Emily and Sophie and I, we were going through all the names of like, yeah, remember we used to say this all the time in high school. And
That's great.
we don't say them anymore.
We've talked about doing we like the Gene Shorts, like things we used to say that we can't say anymore.
How did you
And
even make that in a video?
Well, we did it. It would be the last
That'd
one.
that'd be a pretty
yeah,
funny video.
exactly. Your goodbye video.
Yeah. So anyway, okay.
Is this episode 1 or 2?
This is episode 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
Has it been going for a while?
An hour or so.
Oh.
Hour 12.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. What's the ideal number or length of
Hour and a
episode?
half. No longer.
Okay.
Longer.
So-
I get tired of you after that.
Wrap it up. Yeah, did you tell him?
I can't
What I said about you leaving the other day?
Oh no, I haven't.
find a good
Do you
ranking
want to go ahead
system.
and?
Well, I didn't think it was that revolutionary what I said.
It was just
I was just
relatable.
being truthful.
Yeah, yesterday when I was coming over here to do this documentary, I hope I look good on that doc.
Have we talked about that or something? Okay. Yeah. He
Yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah.
They say you do.
Okay, good. But you were like, oh, I don't want you to leave. Don't leave.
Okay, it didn't sound that needy. Like that makes it
Okay,
sound
you
like
say
I'm
it.
like,
Tell the story.
Hey,
oh, you're leaving. That's what I said.
Oh no, shucks.
Way
You're
better than
leaving.
like, oh, don't leave me.
It was sweet. I thought it was sweet, but you're like, don't leave. You're like, some days I don't want you to leave. Other days, I'm okay with it. Something like that. And I was like, that's so relatable. Like,
It's very true.
I think sometimes,
I got stuff to do. We got school going. You're a distraction. Get out of the house.
yeah. Other days you're like, okay.
Other days, like, do you hear all these crying children? Please
Yeah.
don't leave.
Yeah. Anyway, all right.
I
You get out
I
of here.
think Jake found a good list.
I'm still torn. No, the list only goes to 9. It doesn't crack the top 9. Tell you that.
Don't say crack.
I read a lot of other crazy ones.
Those are good, Kath. Yeah.
Probiotics, huh?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, probies.
We're recording a podcast here, Kathryn. So, all
All right, show off the jeans.
right. Love you. Carly Jean, Los Angeles.
All of it.
All of it. Yeah. If you think Kathryn's nice.
But a long time ago.
Someone on Reddit in the subreddit No Stupid Question said, is
Yeah.
a cuss word for the United States? People are saying, depending on the context, you pricked your finger, no. That guy is, yes.
Okay, Hoover, damn, no. Guys, don't put that in the doc.
Someone else said, more of an insult than a cuss word. I think
Okay.
that's how I saw it as well.
Yeah. Well, it could be both, right?
Severity score, someone gave it 5 or less out of 10.
Yeah, I don't think it's, yes, I think it's like
I
borderline.
apologize either way.
My offensive line coach always said that to us. Be a.
He would tell you to be one?
Yes, like that's, and I did not like him. And he got in legal trouble later. So look it up.
Well, I'm sorry. But yeah, it is a pretty offensive insult in the UK.
Okay. Yep, UK. Okay, UK.
All right. Sorry about that. We're
Anyway.
all learning. We're all learning. That's how we get better.
Okay, so chaos days. No one. Kathryn
Yeah.
gets it. Did you guys as non-parents, they're kind of nodding along. Okay, so maybe if you've been to college, you would get it, Timon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, just kidding.
Log into ISIS. Have some chaos days.
Anyway, yeah, just thought about that. Of like, some days are just like, I don't know. It's just
I'm
off
brushing
the
my
rails
teeth weird.
today. Yeah.
I'm driving fast today.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
All right. Should we do our reviews of the week?
Dude, we got some great reviews of the week.
Yeah. A good handful.
A good handful. Yeah, let me pull them up real quick. Always forget to do that.
All right. This is from Hunter Walls. I started listening to this podcast this past October. I would listen while I played the college football video game. Before I started listening to the podcast while playing, I would get irritated very easily. But since listening to the guys, I am much more chill. Listening to the guys is like hanging out with friends. Keep up the great work. Just a suggestion, include a moment or two of positive affirmations to ensure everyone is remaining calm and not getting too upset. Maybe just to him specifically. Hunter,
You're good, man.
Hunty.
Listen, the season it's a long season.
You can't put yourself in that position. If you're down 14 and you score, you have to go for 2 first. It's the analytics play.
Listen, you can still make the Cactus Bowl. You might not make Fiesta, but you can still go Cactus.
You're welcome, Hunter.
You can still make it to a bowl. You're still bowl eligibles. All right, mine's a long one from Kaylee Stolzfus. And as far as I know, from what this looks like, she is not like directly related to Tyler Stolzfus.
Evolve.
Jensen, yeah.
Videography.
Yeah, like that seems like a crazy last name.
I know another Stoltzfus, though, from
Do you?
Kanakuk. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So maybe it's more like we
It's
don't know that in our culture, but in their culture, it's popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a good Christian name.
Yeah, like Rajit is like
Yep.
more popular than Jacob. An epistle from the invisible girl. It's a long one, so buckle in. Put your beaver in a harness. All right. Why do I call myself a ghostie if I have yet to post or comment on the Facebook page or really contribute in any way? It's the question of the hour. All I know is it's an honor to listen. And if you try to take that title from me, I will fight you with frozen salmon.
Great.
I found you guys a year and a half ago from the Walk in Love podcast, also a complete joy of a pod. But somehow it feels like I've been listening for years. I'm a young mom of 3, and your content is always so life-giving and never fails to make me laugh as I clean up the supper dishes after a full, overstimulating day. Brad, I love your love and dedication for your young family. My husband, Chad, and I have 2 daughters and 1 son, and I would personally like to host a memory throwdown between Hattie and my oldest daughter, Ansley. It says her daughter's 5. Hattie would wipe the floor with Ansley.
Yeah. Andy's going to have a chaos day.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, exactly. She'll be thrown off for a while. Sounds like they're 2 peas in a pod. So when you and your family are in the New York Finger Lakes area, please come over. What does Jim Carrey say? Yeah, got to go like the Finger Lakes.
Yeah, he just says it over and over and over.
Finger
Really
Lakes.
like the Finger Lakes.
Yeah. We'll show you all the local sites, and I'll introduce Kathryn to all my crunchy friends. She'll love it. Win, win, win. Jake, you and Rachel sound like an absolute delight to host for a game night, so consider yourselves invited to the memory throwdown as well.
And where's this at again?
This is in the Finger Lakes. I'll be sure to serve a plethora of chicken options since Dr. On couldn't get his act together. Shame on him. And while you're here, maybe we can briefly go over how pickleball scoring works, because how on earth, people? That's not that hard. I'm starting to doubt everything you're saying.
I'm worried about Ansley.
Timon, you are a dark horse. Sir, you sir are gold. Sorry, it says Timon, you dark horse. Is that offensive?
In
Is
my
that on the
culture,
list?
in my culture,
Okay.
yes. Yeah.
You sir are gold. What started off as me wishing the little boy in the background would stop piping up.
What? Piping up.
This guy is piping up all over.
She's talking about Scott.
Yeah. Quickly turned into the beloved younger brother that we all long for. Please come eat chicken with us at the Memory Throwdown, and we'll have a night of singing around the campfire.
Where?
In the Finger Lakes.
Okay.
My husband and I were both raised in and continue to be conservative Mennonites, so we're big singers, and we often have singing nights with our little kids.
Oh, yeah.
Is that like a thing? Like, oh, conservative Mennonite, you guys must sing a lot.
Oh, you sing a lot. Oh, yeah. You're annoying.
It'd be an honor, Timon, to have you join. Also, please never stop piping up.
180.
Time, please. Thank you again for the joy and authenticity the 3 of you bring to the world. It would be an honor to be real life friends with you 3 and your families. But if that doesn't happen, I'll be sure to swing by your mansions in heaven and chat a while. 3 cheers to building his kingdom. Praise emojis. Thank you to Kaylee. So that was
That's a great epistle.
great epistle.
Very well done. Would you guys like to end this episode with a jingle?
Collectively. Yes. Please.
Yes.
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 Yes. Maddie Dearly.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Oh, wait, do we have lyrics?
Forward. Gmail. Go.
All right. Come on.
Do you want to do chorus? I'll do, or you do verse. I'll do, what do you? We're not done. There's always next year. You can still make the Cactus Bowl. That was great.
That was awesome.
More songs with rap parts for Jacob.
Yeah.
Or just having Jake sing. But more songs for rap parts
I
for
think
Jacob.
Timon should sing instead of me.
Also, I want everyone to understand that Jake got those lyrics 5 seconds before the song started, and he just spouted the.
That
was, people need to appreciate
that
that.
In 2013, that's when I realized, I think he talks fast soon. I can't even read as fast as I need to talk, so
That
that's
was
going to be a
great.
bummer. Thank you, Maddie. That was very well written. Made it easy.
She's great.
I used to do a breakfast wrap at Kanakuk to that song. I think it was biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits is a beaver, Jake.
So never mind.
That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense. Yeah, some breakfast food. Used
All
to
right,
sing to that.
we're up against the clock here. Hattie.
Who?
Kathryn doesn't want any more.
Hey, shut up.
Let's get out of here. Shut up, you guys. Come to Ghostrunners.
Did you really need to say that? No, seriously, come to Ghostrunners. Is it out? Is it out?
It's out. It's out.
I'm glad you said it then.
It's out.
Website? It's out.
Sight's out.
And that concludes the episode.
Ghostrunners Podcast. Every Monday morning.